Russia exports almost all its oil to China and India. Novak.
This post received a score of 4,600, with an upvote ratio of 95%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Greater than Russia has successfully circumvented sanctions on its oil and diverted flows from Europe to China and India. Bad writing. Sanctions apparently worked almost perfectly. Two big countries did not participate and got lots of cheap oil in exchange.
572% increase in Indian fuel exports to Europe alone. I wonder how an oil importing country is suddenly exporting 572% more to Europe.
Good analysis. Author of OP's article should have made it.
EU foreign policy knows, but the willingness to crack down on it is sluggish.
If the end result is Russia is forced to accept less money for their oil, then the sanctions are still working. Would be nice if those other countries could stop funding the ongoing attempted genocide altogether though. India is forcing Russia to accept more and more of the payment in Indian rupees. Russia has been complaining about not being able to use Indian rupees anywhere but India. India has been telling Russia to go find some other buyer if they want USD. India isn't just getting cheap Russian oil but also making Russia spend whatever payment they get from India back in India.
This sounds comedic, but India is now going to jointly produce military equipment with Russia. Russia exports crude oil and imports Russian military equipment from India.
India has been buying Russian equipment for a long time now. Primarily due to fact they are the only one willing to sell technology to locally produce while no one else would. And the oil goes back to Europe in a more refined way.
Okay, but from what I understand, India pays in rupees which Russia can't spend. China pays in yuan. The ruble is worth a little more than a penny in USD. The sanctions are working fine.
I read somewhere that because of being paid in rupees, Russia is investing a lot in India. I wonder how the future shapes for these two countries. India is taking Russia for a ride. Free oil for them basically. Not if Russia is spreading their roots into Indian infrastructure and start meddling in their affairs. It's not that different than what China is doing in Africa.
Nah, I don't think Russia is going to have much say in Indian affairs. One of the reasons India strongly opposes joining any side is to avoid foreign meddling in Indian democracy. It's easy to learn that lesson from Pakistan.
India has always been a friend to Russia, mostly because US used to screw with India a lot cause the perception India is socialist. Meanwhile, Pakistan loudly proclaimed their hatred of communism, to receive US support, yet at the same time a good friend with China. Hell, Pakistan literally helped China and America to be friends together. How that worked in the middle of the Cold War, I don't know. But it worked. Pakistan is like the girl who slept with the DM and thus get Nat 20 on every diplomacy role.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.